Hello everyone, welcome at European Rapid Championship 2021 here from Katowice, Poland. And let me introduce our commentary team. This is International Master Piotr Guyan,
Hello, everyone.
who will assist you all the chess analysis. And we also do have commentary team with Women International Master Fiona Steele-Anthony and Grandmaster Srinath Narayan, who are joining us. Srinath from India and Fiona from Thailand, and me and Peter are here based in Katowice, right in the middle of the playing venue. Let's start the tournament with the lineup, and Peter, tell us what's the lineup for the Rapid Championship.
So today we also have more than 500 players gathering here, even slightly more than yesterday in a Blitz tournament, and from 22 different federations. And today, unfortunately, we don't have Jan Krzysztof Duda, but the first number has Alexander Motylev from Russia, and he's above 2700 in Rapid, so yeah, very strong player. And then we've got Anton Demchenko, who finished third yesterday, and then Igor Kovalenko also. I mean, these are very strong grandmasters. I don't even need to say that again, but these grandmasters, I know, like Igor had 2700 in classical chess some years ago. Balog Imre, Vitali Bernacki, Mats Andersen, Tomasz Lauruszasz, Daniel Friedman, Paulius Pultinevicius, Alexander Donchenko. This is top 10. And then we have Vasyv Durarbaili and Maciej Klekowski, number 12, who finished second yesterday, and he is the highest Polish player in this tournament today. And we don't have Jan Krzysztof Duda, but I saw that we have some new players coming here today. For example, I see like number 20 is Michał Krasenkov. I mean, he's a legendary player from Poland. So he is playing today. He didn't play yesterday. So we are looking forward to see what's going to happen, whether some players who did not play yesterday, whether they took some rest to fight today. We'll see.
Yeah, that's very interesting lineup. And as JKD is not here today for the Rapid Championship, Fiona entry, who will be the player that you will be analyzing his or her game the most today?
Great question, Katie, and hello everyone. Srinath, welcome back. Delighted to be here again. Funnily enough, Srinath just asked me that same exact question just a few minutes ago. I think today, since Yannick is not there, I think we will jump around a bit more also, since we have more time on the clock. The format will be 15 minutes per game plus a 10-second increment per move. So I think it will be nice to actually have the opportunity to jump around and see a few more players. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing how Klekowski will be doing, the hero from yesterday, I would say, apart from Duda, of course. But also Krasenkov's a legend, as Piotr said. So a lot of players to keep an eye on today.
Thank you, Fiona. Srinath, what do you think? Krasenko just joined the Rapid tournament. He's legend here in Poland, and he's known everywhere in chess world. What do you think? Why he made this decision to play only one time control, and that's Rapid?
Well, based on the Facebook posts of Krasenko that I've read across the years, I was under the impression that he doesn't really consider the faster formats as real chess, from what I remember. So I think he's a bit more in the school of Botvinnik when it comes to Blitz chess, and not a great enthusiast of Rapid and Blitz. I think that's the reason why he preferred only to play in the Rapid rather than the Blitz tournament. And I'm a bit surprised that we are even that he's even playing in this Rapid event.
All right, thanks. That actually makes sense. And it seems like we have to follow the social media of chess players, so we will know a lot about them. That's a really good idea. And now we're live on 3 channels, on YouTube channel and 2 Twitch channels. So welcome everybody. We appreciate your comments in the chat. You can ask us any questions and also give us some ideas who would like to me to bring here for the interviews. And now it's time to give the floor to Fiona and Sri, and they will start to analyze the chess games.
Thank you so much, Kathy. And actually, I was thinking that maybe, Srinat, a good place to start. There's already one game that has caught my eye. It's Vasif Durabaili, who's playing against Daniel Koch. Of course, in the first round, we have huge rating disparities between the players. There's almost 1,000 points between them. But maybe that's a good place to start because somehow Vasif's king has found its way to f3 already.
Indeed, indeed. A very exciting start to this game. Yesterday, we saw Vasif play a strategic masterpiece against Duda. And here we have the King's Gambit. It didn't start with 1 e4, e5, and f4, but it started with 1 e4, e5, knight c3. This is the Vienna variation. And I think the best move, at least one of the main moves here for black, is to put the knight on f6, and then if white plays f4, then black gets d5, and black gets act to counterplay in the center. But yeah, and knight c3, knight f6, there also exists moves like bishop c4. White delays the development of his kingside knight, so white has the option to play your favorite move, f4, without putting the knight on f3. But black went knight c6, and here Vasif played f4 into f4 d4. Chess.com shows this as the max range attack, but to me this falls more into the territory of the King's Gambit. It's more a King's Gambit spirit here. Of course, not putting the knight on f3, it allows black to play queen h4 check, and queen h4, and allowing an early queen h4 spoils white's option to castle on the king side because the king has to move. But on the other hand, white has a robust center. And once again, this is how the chess theory started developing right back in time in the early 19th century, and the initial and the times of Philidor. The initial idea was to trade the f pawn with the e pawn. So once white gets a good center, rapid development, and the play was very direct in those times. Just go and checkmate the opponent's king, and it was not a bad strategy at all. And this is what Vasif is also probably doing in this game. He has built up a fantastic center. The king looks a bit exposed and open, but I think it's going to be safe in a few moves. Black is not able to get his pieces out in time to pose problems for White's king. And if he manages to achieve that, then he has a strategically superior position, a good center, and a light square bishop, the pair of bishops. So if this works, and if the gamble pays off, if White manages to get his king to a safe place, then it's going to pay off.
And we see Vasif there on the camera. It's quite early, actually, in Katowice, Poland. The round started at 9:30 a.m. Central European Time, which is the local time. How do you think the players recovered from yesterday's very, very intense Blitz event?
It's not going to be easy. I think that there might be a bit of hangover, and it will take, I think, a few rounds for the players in the rapid to be able to get into their flow. The initial few rounds, it might take them a bit of getting used to, but it also really helps that they are playing against opponents who are a lot less rated than them. This gives them the chance to get into that flow, get into the groove, and even if they play a bit worse than how they would normally play, it would give them that extra cushion. I think there would be a lot more upsets if it started with people about 300 to 400 points
The
below them.
same, yes. I think you're making a very good point about this warm-up time. I think even because, so the way we haven't discussed the format so much, but this rapid European Championship consists of 11 rounds, 6 of which will be played today and 5 tomorrow. So today, the players have 3 rounds to play until the lunch break, and then 3 more rounds after the lunch break. So I think until the lunch break, it will more or less be a little warm-up. Like every game will get a little bit tougher, but I don't expect to see any, let's say, GM clashes or big clashes probably before round 4, I would say, since there's so many players. And once again, a big shout out to everyone who made their way to Katowice. We have over 500 players, which is simply incredible. And I'm looking forward. I think in round 2 or 3, we might see some upsets. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you think we might see an upset even in the first round already?
I think it's very unlikely that we'll see an upset in the first round. Um, yeah, I think it's very unlikely in the very first round itself. But I agree
Unless
with you that
unless we have someone
unless
like Prague, someone terribly underrated.
like who?
Like Prague, wasn't Prague rated like
Ah, yeah,
1700?
yeah, 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 yeah. Prague. Yes, 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 exactly. You know, it's interesting. I had returned to the FIDE Qualification Commission sometime before the pandemic. I was explaining to them about people like Prague and Gukesh and Nihal, how incredibly underrated they were in Rapid and Blitz. And I suggested that there should be some kind of stabilization point where they should, be their rapid and blitz ratings should be about 200 to 300 points closer to their classical rating if they haven't played rapid and blitz in a really long time.
Yes.
And interestingly, there was a FIDE Congress in December 14. And I got a survey yesterday from the Qualification Commission proposing the exact same thing. And at least I'm happy that it took a few years, but I'm happy that people are coming to this realization. The
That's
first time
actually
I
very
wrote,
nice. Sorry, go ahead.
indeed. No, I mean the first time I wrote to them, they replied back saying that this is probably a more India-specific problem because you don't have a lot of rapid and